Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's My Guy Knows a Guy on the Frenzy Sports YouTube channel. We're back. It's NBA Saturday. There's more games today. Yesterday went really, really well. Hope everyone's doing great. Sorry for the delay. I will not be here for for very long. This will be a short video. As I said yesterday, went pretty well. Shout out to Chris B. Kappen on the from yesterday's live stream. Sorry, it's been a crazy morning already, but was looking at a lot of numbers and was just a bit late. Popped back out and came back in. So yeah, yesterday on the live stream, I went 3-1, went 4-1 over 3-1 on the live stream with Chris B. Kappen. Special thanks to him for joining yesterday. There's a big slate today. Big game between the Nets and the Heat. Big games between the Raptors and the Pacers as well. In terms of playoff seeding, a lot of teams still have incentive at this time of the year to match the gas. Some teams don't seem to be performing as well as you would have thought at this time of year, but there is some jockeying going on in the standings. Good morning to everyone. I have two picks. I did tweet last night that I bet the Toronto Raptors -9. I gave a brief note about Fred VanVleet and his health, although he's not on the injury report. The Indiana Pacers are getting a few players back today. Maybe they are listed as questionable, but when it comes to the intent of their organization, they've done enough damage to their record. When it comes to tanking, they've completely tanked themselves into a position of being having a 10% chance to get the number one pick now. They had a decent start, not a decent start to the season, but you wouldn't have thought that the Pacers would have fallen that far, although we knew they've been terrible since before the All-Star break. This line is up to -10.5 right now, -11, depending on the book that you're on. I still like this pick today. I think the Raptors will match the gas. Look at how difficult the schedule has been for the Raptors recently. This is a team that's battle tested, that may be getting Gary Trent Jr. back. OG Anunoby is back in the lineup. He came back, gave us 14 points last game, went 50% from the 50% from three, 4 for 8. I think the Raptors have the intangibles to really attack the front line of the Pacers. They don't have enough, even if Goga Batadze plays today. You're seeing strange things in their games. They may get Malcolm Brogdon back today. Keep an eye out for that. Maybe you can get a better line, or maybe the line will even go back to -9. But I think over the course of 4 quarters, the Raptors will grind this one out. The Pacers are a bit of a streaky 3-point shooting team, but their season is over. They have nothing to play for. Maybe they can compete early in this game, just because it's tough to cover a spread early in the game against a team that is streaky from three. They do have Buddy Hield. They could potentially have Chris Duarte back. These are decent 3-point shooters, but a part of my handicap in this game is on the defensive side of things. So I've taken the Raptors -9 last night. I'd bet this up to maybe -10.5. I like this one, them to get it done today. My second pick comes in the matchup. It's a prop. It comes in the matchup between the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Chicago Bulls. Okay, this is going to be a tough matchup. It has big time playoff implications. It's going to be a playoff atmosphere. The Cavs, they have not been the same without Jared Allen. This was easy to predict. The anchor of their defense, suffocating in the paint for most opponents. I do think things are going to free up, though, for Nikola Vucevic. I think he has a distinct matchup edge. The Bulls are getting DeMar DeRozan back. The last game, when it was just Zach LaVine and Vucevic, there was a lot of defensive attention on Vucevic in the post against the Pelicans. It was pretty tough for him to get off against a rookie player like Evan Mobley today, who is a bit undersized, but he's pretty strong in his own right. He's a bit undersized. I think Vucevic will go over 17.5 points today against the Cleveland Cavaliers. So, Vucevic, this is a prop that's hit 7 of the last 10 games as well. He's coming off a game where he went under, but as I said, DeMar DeRozan was out, and Vucevic received a lot of defensive attention. It really freed things up for Zach LaVine as well. He exploded that night. I think Vucevic today gets back on track. He's hit 7 of the last 10 games. Over the last 20 games, this prop is hit at 65% hit ratio, so at a 65% hit rate. So that's 2 picks for me. I've got the Raptors today. I bet it at the early line. I'll bet it again at -10.5, and I like Nikola Vucevic over 17.5 points. As always, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel. More picks, more explanations, more analysis on the way. Subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. Check me out on Twitter just in case I do tweet something out. If I'm betting something early, you can jump on that if you agree. And also check out some of my services in the video description below. Things went pretty well last night. Check everything out in the video description if you want to take things a bit further. More stuff coming along the way. On the way, there may be more markets later to bet in some of these games. I'm going to check it out. A lot of the props, some players that I had circled weren't even released yet. So we'll see what happens as the day progresses. Keep your eye on the injury reports for all of the games. And as I said, help the video get as many likes as possible. I'll see you guys next time.